Alright, I should be live on YouTube. Let's see if the notifications are kinder to me today than they were yesterday. Yesterday it took a good half hour for the notifications to be sent out to everyone. And after that we just held that 25 viewers steady for the 2 hours that I was live. And so I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Hey, cool boys! Welcome! That Ninja! Hey, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Alright, so for those of you who are watching the replay, the purpose of this live stream is to just be available in a weird way here in the live stream. I'm also available in the comments, but essentially I've been breeding Pokemon quite passionately since 2014. I'm not perfectly up to speed with absolutely everything in Sword and Shield, but there are a lot of passionate breeders in these live streams in general, and so I'm pretty sure we can come up with an answer collectively at the very least. And so the goal here will be to I'll breed my projects. I'm trying to get a shiny Rockruff, and then outside of that you can ask whatever breeding question you have for Sword and Shield, and I'll try to be as helpful as I can. And so I think I'm already gonna just jump into the game here. Let's see here. Papa John, hey, welcome. Love your pizza. Jansik, hey, welcome. It was fun having the battle yesterday. Geir Johansen, hei fra Porsgrunn. Hallo. Eller hallaien fra Bergen. Mystery Dreamer says, hey, how are you today? I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing great as well. I'm actually just taking a, I'm having a cup of tea here. Should probably have eaten something before, but I was too excited to get to breed some Pokemon with all of you, and so that's where we are. Prasad, hey, welcome to the live stream. Good to have you here. Jack got sweat on. Sounds like you're grinding. Hey, what's up? I've been watching you since Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sticking around for so long. I really appreciate you for dropping by the live stream today. The purpose of today's live stream is as follows. I'm gonna breed a bunch of Rockruff, and my goal is to find a shiny. I started this in the summer. Didn't really play much of Sword and Shield during my semester in school. And then, yeah, after my Christmas break started, I haven't really been breeding too much, and so I'm not excited to get back into it. And so I figured I might as well just live stream it and be available if you have any questions when it comes to breeding, because I personally love breeding. It is one of my favorite things in Pokemon, believe it or not. So yeah, I breed in Pokemon X and Y, and Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. There's no breeding in Let's Go, unfortunately. Hoping for that in Let's Go Johto, if that ever comes out. And there's breeding in Sword and Shield. Oh man, your message was retracted. I have to retype that, I guess. I'm super curious, Johansson. Did you see my interview in the student newspaper or something? Or are you a passionate Pokemon fan as well? That's the question. You're welcome here either way. Alright. So my current strategy here for getting eggs is that I actually hatched through all of my eggs, and typically you want to hatch eggs in batches of 5. That is the most efficient. So even though I'm blocking up potential space here for eggs currently, I'm going to stack up so that I have at least 10 eggs, put them in the party, and then loop it like that, because when you breed a species of Pokemon, they hatch after a given amount of steps that you have to do. And so essentially when I have 5 Rockruff eggs in my party, they'll all just hatch back to back, and that is way more efficient. So that is a big tip. If you're breeding and want to do it efficiently, hatch 5 at a time, which means you have to put all 5 eggs into your party at the same time. And then honestly, it is very easy for me to get sidetracked with responding to comments in the live chat. And typically, that will make it so that I get out of that loop and start hatching one egg at a time. And that just takes so long because, I don't know, when you hatch batches of 5, you kind of know what's going to happen. And so once one egg is done, you just mash A. That's not the case when they're off cycle. And essentially, that's just going to slow you down. Oh, sorry, that was the T. Ooh. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, but essentially, when you get off cycle, you'll stop biking, and then it'll take a little bit for you to realize. And when you hatch, what, 60 to 70 eggs an hour, that's going to draw on your time. Fake says, can you use Dugtrio for breeding the same Pokemon? Alright, so if you want to breed a Dugtrio, essentially the easiest way to go about it is to get a Ditto. Ditto in a breeding context can be pretty much any Pokemon. The only thing you have to be aware that you can only breed Pokemon that are in any egg groups except undiscovered. These are more detailed things that I will cover in my Pokemon Explained videos. That's a further out part that I haven't gotten to. But essentially, if you want to breed Dugtrio, just put a Ditto in the daycare and a Dugtrio, and then you should be getting eggs. What happens if I breed with Ditto? Nothing. Ditto cannot breed with itself because it's genderless. And then essentially when you put it together with a different species, then due to breeding mechanics, it'll be sneaky, copy the other Pokemon, and play as the other gender. Hey, what's up, Mini Team? Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. You've been around a couple live streams now, so it's fun to have you here. Alright, Johansson says, det flau vind I Bergen I dag? I've been learning a lot from you. I'm Holy Father XL and Holy Instinct XL2 on Pokemon Go. And on Switch, Holy Father XL. I learned a lot from you on the Switch. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying Pokemon. Is it the case that you have children? Since you are the Holy Father, is it together with your children that you're enjoying Pokemon? Because I know that Pokemon Go is quite a massive game, and so I'm not surprised if you were introduced to Pokemon through Pokemon Go somehow, and if you've made the jump over to the console games, I'm very excited for you. For me personally, I find the console games a lot more enjoyable, and it is those games that I've been the most familiar with, and so Pokemon Go for me is kind of on the side, but with friends, it can be fun at times, yeah. For sure. Teddy Mail says, what is the best strategy for breeding shinies? So there are probably tutorials out there. I don't think I've made one. But essentially, you need something called the oval charm to get as many eggs as possible. And that's important because you really want to find a good breeding loop. And so that's just getting the eggs. There's something called the Masuda method. And essentially what you do is... Okay, what's going on here with the statistics? Alright, let's just go with it. If something happens, just let me know in the chat because there's something fishy going on with the statistics. Okay, sidetracked. Alright, so when breeding shinies, there's a method called the Masuda method. There are some misconceptions when it comes to how that really works, but the requirement is that you have 2 Pokemon that are caught in a different language. And I'm going to show you what that means. And so it's not the region of your Switch. That is a old misconception that just needs to go away because it's completely false. Alright. So I'm playing in English. And when I play in English, there will not be a language tag in the summary of my Pokemon for English. However, oh come on, I should have a Japanese. Yeah, see you there? If you see under the level, right here, it will say JPN. If I somehow had been playing in Japanese and I received an English Ditto, then there would be a language box here with ENG. Essentially what you do to use the Masuda method, you you get Pokemon, you get 2 Pokemon, one from one language and then another Pokemon from a different language. And so essentially if I put this Ditto, let's just do an example. With this Rockruff right here, if I put these 2 in the daycare, you can see that the language box appears with one Pokemon and not with the other. And so your odds of hatching a shiny Pokemon is dramatically increased. I think it's something like 300% or what it is. It's something crazy. And then there are 2 charms. I mentioned the oval charm. That'll just make you receive eggs a lot faster. And then there's another charm called the shiny charm, and that also increases your odds of hatching a shiny Pokemon. And when you have all of those things, the thing that becomes important then is to really start focusing on your time, because if you want that shiny Pokemon, it's like if you maximize your odds, I'm pretty sure it's something like 1 in 500 eggs. And to illustrate how many boxes of eggs you have to hatch, each box is 30 Pokemon, which means if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, that should be 240. That means that you have to hatch 2 rows of boxes of eggs to have a chance of getting a shiny Pokemon. That would be a 480, so around the odds. I don't know if it's 560 or something like that. Then you just add 3 more boxes, but you have to hatch a lot of eggs for this to happen. And when the odds are 1 in 500, for example, that means that it's not unheard of if you have to go twice that. It's just how statistics work with a normal distribution curve. And so that was rather lengthy, but I'll get back to the chat in a moment. That's essentially how you breed. When it comes to closing your breeding loops to make it as efficient as possible, what you need to be aware of is that when you have 2 Pokemon in the daycare, there are things that affect how often you get eggs. I'm pretty sure it's something like, I'm probably gonna mess up because these things tend to change from game to game, but typically if you have 2 Pokemon of the same species, then that will help you. And if those 2 Pokemon are from different trainers, that'll help you as well. If that somehow has changed, then I'm sorry. That's a minor detail you can look up on your own, but just know that there is some difference there when you want to get eggs. And then the very last tip I can give on how to breed shiny Pokemon will be to check this out. Alright, this lady right here, she has an egg for me. And what you want to find out is how long does it take for you to get another egg from her with biking as little as possible. And so, for example, if I'm to turn here, she may have an egg, and that can save me a lot of time. So let's see if that lady in the white t-shirt is a good point. Wow, look at that. That's a pro breeding tip right there. She closed her arms right before I came over. And just to make sure that this was no coincidence, let's just repeat that motion again. Alright, so I just received an egg. Let's bike back here. You want to bike past the lady in the white t-shirt, turn around. It's all about length. If you want to do a circle here, that works as well. You see, she has another egg. And so really incorporating all those tips that can help you just save time and really just get all those clutch moments where, you know, you save time. That's the best thing. And so even if you want to just make yourself dizzy and do circles, that works too. There's a little bit of a difference there of how often she'll give you an egg, but typically I found that if you pass the girl in the white t-shirt, which is a very clearly marked point on the bridge, then you should be able to go back and get some more eggs. And then at that point, the only thing I forgot to mention is that if you put a Pokemon with the ability Magma Armor or Flame Body in the first spot of your party, then that'll increase the efficiency of breeding, and so your eggs will hatch twice as fast. Carlos Plays, hey, welcome to the live stream, Money 2020. like your name. My favorite route to hatch eggs. Yeah, Route 5 be great like that. Oh, a question. This is a great question. Honestly, I wish Final Rush was here. He explained this to me just the other day, because I did not keep too good up to date with the Alolan forms, but I'm pretty sure what you have to do is to... Oh, this is really complicated. I do not think I can do this live, as I just learned. Like, this is some very minor details here. I wish Final was here. Okay, so from what I can remember, it's something like you have to do an Everstone on both parents, and then somehow then there's a 50-50 chance of those parents passing their nature. But then actually I think that may be the only question I can't answer, and that's kind of why I put in the video description, like I'm gonna try my best. But that question, Final, where are you? Let's see here. There are a lot of questions. Let's see here. Let me go over these. Alright, so here you can see I got a Rockruff. Essentially now I can just press B and hatch through 5 eggs all at a time. And so that's great. Let's see. So you can breed a legendary with a Diglett and get the legendary. Legendary Pokemon are in the undiscovered egg group, so you would have to look up what egg groups are. And essentially what it means is that various Pokemon that kind of relate to one another are grouped together, and then if you use those Pokemon in the daycare, then you get an egg of the Pokemon that has the female gender. Pokemon that have no gender has to be bred with a Ditto. But really, if you look up some online encyclopedia, it should say which egg group a Pokemon is in. Ditto is in all egg groups except undiscovered, which essentially are legendary and baby Pokemon. And what you do from there is just the female Pokemon is the one that you'll get in the eggs. And so another great thing of hatching in the cycles that I've tried to explain here is that all of them will be hatched at the same time, and so you can quickly go through them all, put in 5 new eggs, and things are good like that. And then if you have a lot of extra Pokemon that you don't really want because, you know, you're looking for those perfect Pokemon, or you just look for that one shiny, I do have a guide on my channel for Pokemon Home, the free version, where essentially you can mass release Pokemon, which is a great help. Then you just fill your boxes with Pokemon, go quickly through them, and just mass release. Alright, so yeah, the question is, can you breed a regional form without its counterpart? Because I want to breed a male Alolan Ninetales. I did the steps, but it didn't work. What do I do? Alright, so the very, very details on that I am unsure of, but it is something like if you have a male Alolan Pokemon, and in a Galar, if you have an Alolan Vulpix, then if you don't have an Everstone attached to it, then that will just end up being a Vulpix. But try with a Ditto. I am pretty sure if you do Ditto, Alolan Ninetales with an Everstone, that it will work. The only thing there is that you're stuck in the nature, so that doesn't work. Oh, alright, Finn asks. There are a lot of questions. Thank you so much. I'll try to get to them. Okay, I am currently in Route 5. It is here on the map. Yes, Pokemon Nursery. It's in Route 5. It's a very straight and long line where you can do a lot of biking. You're doing the Masuda method, my friend. Yes, I am. Let's see here. I'm just gonna scroll to the bottom. Nirth is adorable. Thank you. I appreciate it. You would marry me. That's pretty... That's a leap for sure. Jack says, should I transfer all my Pokemon from Ultra Sun Ultra Moon or keep them there? That's a good question. Me personally, I prefer to keep the Pokemon in my games, because then I can easily go back. Let's say I've really established a Pokemon Ultra Sun game for breeding, then that is just ready for me to pick up whenever. and let's say I want a Togepi and a Beast Ball sent over, then I just breed that and send it over. Especially when it's so easy. Obviously, you will need Pokemon Home for that, but now with the, I don't remember exactly what the feature is called. It's something like the Battle Ready feature. You talk to a person in the Battle Tower, and then they'll go over your Pokemon and like tell you, oh yeah, this looks great. You can use it now for competitive. Yeah. All right. Savage Cabbage. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Oh, you got over 20 viewers in the stream. Good job, man. Thank you, West Boy. We had about 25 to 35 the past couple of days. And so, yeah, it's pretty good. Very glad that all of you wanted to tune in to some Pokemon fun today. I recognize that the chat got a little crazy. I just went all in on explaining the Masuda method, and that took a while. But yeah. Your voice is cute and your face is cute. That's nice of you. Leonardo says, I'm playing Pokemon X. That's awesome. I love Pokemon X and Y. People are really mad at those games these days for some reason. I don't understand why. You really have to understand when they were released to really appreciate them, I think. People talk about weak post-game, and I mean, if you're looking for story things, then I can understand that, but literally the post-game in Pokemon X and Y was the massive regional Pokédex, and all the changes in breeding and shiny hunting. It's very diverse in terms of gameplay loops, and so that's my thoughts on Pokemon X and Y. Why can't... Oh, that's loud. Thank you so much for subscribing, Emil. I appreciate it, and I hope you're having a good time here on the live stream. Oh, Tie Trigger just subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Why can't legendaries breed? Can you imagine though? You could just print out legendary Pokemon from the Pokemon nursery like a factory. Just legendary printer goes burr, you know? Hey. Let's see. Hey. Yo, what's up, 14 TV? Good to have you here. Let's see if there are other comments that I didn't get to. Money says, I just ordered myself a Pokewalker. That's awesome. Man, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver are awesome. But yeah, that's awesome though. You got a winter break, finally. Savage Cabbage. Hope you enjoy that to the fullest of it. How do you breed Alolan forms with different natures? You know what, that will be its own video at some point, and I really just need to... So essentially, Final Rush is an amazing breeder and collector. He explained it to me the other day, but I'm too much of a visual thinker that I really just have to play with it myself to really be able to give you all the details that you need. But yeah, I would just experiment with 2 Pokemon holding Everstones. I think that is when you want to pass down the Pokeball somehow. But there's so much things, like literally things have been complicated now with natures and Everstones and ball mechanics and hidden abilities and everything. So there's so many layers there that specifically in Alolan forms can't help you today, but I'll definitely look that up until the next live stream, because I'm testing the waters here with this live stream today and the format to see if this is something that would catch on, and right now there are 30 people watching, and so, you know, I'll definitely be doing my best to up my game. It literally is the only question, I'm pretty sure. How do you breed Alolan forms with different abilities? In that case, do you mean like hidden abilities or regular abilities? Typically the way that works is that the female Pokemon, if it has the hidden ability, it'll pass it down 60% of the time. And then if the female does not have a hidden ability, but the male does, and they're of the same species, then that doesn't work. You won't get eggs with the hidden ability. If you have a male Pokemon with a hidden ability, then you have to breed with Ditto. Brayden says, Zero, you can't breed genderless Pokemon, including legendaries. Genderless Pokemon can be bred with a Ditto. Alright, Johansson says, I'm 50-50 on both. I introduced Pokemon Go to my kids in 2016, and they introduced me to Nintendo Switch in 2018. I was trapped in Pokemon Go, or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. That's amazing. You know what? I'm super happy for you. I hope that you're having a great time with your kids. That's something that I look forward to doing myself someday. That'll be just amazing to really harness that. I don't know what it is. I've been thinking a lot about this recently, and I feel like what Pokemon is, it captures imagination in a way that no other thing does, especially for me. And it really feels like it feels like the most pure childhood memory that you can still just like take out again and like enjoy even today in today's times, you know? For me personally, it's been the only consistent thing pretty much in my whole life that I can just, I know Pokemon is there, can start up my game and have a good time, you know? Hello, I'm at my dad's work, says Chris. That's funny. Hope you're having a good time. A drive is love, a drive is life. Alright, I'm just gonna go down to the live chat. Dex, hey, welcome to the live stream. Do I see a breeding video? Yes, you do. I'm testing the waters today. If I'm not completely up to speed with every little detail in this live stream, I'm really gonna up my game until the next one. Honestly, Alolan Pokemon and how that works is probably, as I've repeated multiple times now, I don't know the exact details. I know you can do double Everstone to get a 50-50 chance, but the whole nature thing is complicated. Dex here is a, oh, there we go. Dex is also crazy breeder, and so he may know the answer. Let's see here. 14 TV says, what do you feel about emulators? I'm 100% against them. I don't like them. I don't think they should be a thing. I prefer to play my games on the consoles, and that's why I put my money where my mouth is. I got a well, I mean, I've always played Pokemon on the hardware. In the 3DS era, I got a capture card modified system, which essentially is the only way to get HD footage of Pokemon out from the system itself. And then now in the Switch era, I purchased an Elgato HD 60S, and essentially that's like $200. And so yes, I am very much for all the official stuff. No ROM hacks, no emulators, and you know, at the end of the day, Pokemon really is someone else's life work. Like Junichi Masuda, I have mad respect for him. No matter what you think, he really put in a lot of effort. If you go back to Pokemon Red and Blue, consider the time when they were developed, and I know we're 25 years later, but still, it was like 7 to 8 years of development and hard work, and really to like push it through and get it published and all that, and to keep at it and keep the franchise going so long after. I know there are some things happening in the competitive scene when it comes to, you know, people doing shady things with their games and so on, but overall, if you look at Pokemon as a franchise, it is doing what it's supposed to. Being a very great universe to enjoy and engage with, and you know, it suits all ages, and yeah. So my whole point there is just, it's a massive franchise. There are so many categories of products. You have merchandise for the plushies, you got Pokemon cards, you got Pokemon games. If you're gonna divide it up into fan-made games and ROM hacks and emulators, it very quickly becomes very spread out, and I think that hurts the overall community. And so I am very, very strong on promoting the official stuff, because that's the thing. Okay, let's see here. Aegis says, what is your current Ditto's IVs? Alright, so this will need a little bit of clarification and context. back in May, Game Freak ran a Ditto event, and essentially they promised and they made the game roll some crazy IVs. IVs are essentially the DNA of the Pokemon, and so the stronger DNA of your Ditto, for example, the stronger the offspring. And this event made it so that I think it was 4, might have even been 5, I don't remember. It was just crazy high odds. And in my Discord server, we were searching like crazy for Dittos. One of my friends, Popsky, found a 6 perfect IV Ditto. And I have a Japanese save file. And so naturally, with the raids being the way they are, he hosted the live raid during this event. I caught the Ditto on my Japanese save file, and as I explained earlier with the Masuda method, I essentially got the perfect Ditto. It's an event that was just out of this world. I can't still believe that Game Freak did that. And so it happened, and I just took that opportunity when it arrived and did a lot of work to get it. And so, yeah, that's it. Gary the Snail, hey, welcome to the live stream. Good to have you here. Ross says, I thought Gen 5 was nice. I liked some of the shiny Pokemon. I like all of the generations. I mean, Generation 5 is kind of, you know, people have mixed opinions on it, but it seems that more time goes on, people just, for some reason, have mixed opinions about all the games. They forget when they came out, like, I don't know. But I'm very glad you enjoy Pokemon. Aegisdex says, for newer breeders, ask me anything. I have all the answers. I was kind of hoping that you would be around and Final Rush as well, because, I mean, I know a lot about breeding, but those nuanced mechanics of Alolan forms, haven't yet read up on it. But yeah, Aegisdex, he's here to answer your questions as well, and I think together we can have a great live stream. And so here's a perfect Rockruff. That's pretty good. Almost. And then these I'll be mass releasing in Pokemon Home. And we got some more eggs. Also, if you're bothered by the fact that I just end up biking around without any eggs, like, it's just how it goes in the live stream. Like, if you'd seen my setup here, it's a lot to keep track on, and I really value trying to get back to your questions as best as I can and provide as much value as I can. Aegisdex says, since I have lots of free time, I guess I can shiny hunt for Pokemon, but which one? I have a 6 IV Ditto of most natures because I grinded Ultra Sun Ultra Moon because I'm crazy. I can't believe it. You're quite the legendary collector, so keep it up. Savage Cabbage coming in with a question. What is your favorite shiny from the Galar region? I have no idea. I haven't played too much of Galar to remember every single shine. Probably Centiskorch. I actually have a shiny Centiskorch. It's really cool. Maybe I can show it to you. It looks fantastic. I was breeding for shiny Togepi, and then I quickly just changed to breeding some other Pokemon. I don't have it here. Ah, it's home. It is in home indeed. Well, I'll remember to bring it out for next time. But yeah, shiny Centiskorch looks amazing. Carlos asks, Nirth, do you have a Gigantamax Gengar? I do not. However, I do have the Isle of Armor, and so at some point if I want to get that Gigantamax Gengar, I can do so. And also, I have a friend, Popsky, that I mentioned, who found that 6 IV Ditto in the event. He recently, pretty sure, was it? No, I'm messing up now, am I not? I'm actually messing up. I don't remember. Sorry. I can't believe it. I forgot. Let me check. It's actually making me crazy. I received a shiny Gengar. It just completely stopped for me now. I thought it was Popsky. Lord Major Cone. Sorry, I mixed you two up, but yeah. I have a shiny Ghastly, and so I know that Gigantamax Gengar is pretty cool in its shiny form, so at some point I may train up that shiny Ghastly and really enjoy that shine. Alright, Money says, Nirth, I already know, but the other newer players might not. Can you explain the difference between IVs and EVs? Actually, I would instead refer to the Pokemon Explained videos that I have here on the channel. It is the best explanation that I can offer in the least amount of time. I put about 20 to 30 hours into that video. And then if you count the work that I did for the prior episodes back in 2016, as well as all the other hours that I've spent just learning about Pokemon, like that video took a lot of time. And so if you wonder what IVs are, I highly recommend you to check out my Pokemon IVs Explained video. You can find that on my channel homepage. 14 TV says, that's fair. I actually have to use emulators for the older games because Nintendo Switch wasn't available for the Switch here in India. So therefore, no 3DS, no Nintendo DS, and no Game Boy Advance. So with that, is it the case that it is impossible to import the games also? Because I feel so strongly about it. I do recognize that I am fortunate to be sitting here in my bedroom right now and playing on a computer and the Switch, but at the end of the day, I feel strongly about the fact that we need to save up and buy the games properly, because the incentives there, can you imagine if everyone just downloaded the games for free and there was no payment done for all the hours and the investment that goes into making these games? We wouldn't have any good games left, because, you know, so that's why I feel very strongly about that. Carlos says, I want Gigantamax Gengar because you want to be Alistair. That's pretty cool though. Yeah, I think Alistair is a pretty cool character. Money says, I'm hunting for Totodile in Pokemon Heart Gold. It's the only starter I need. I got Chikorita at 275 soft resets and Cyndaquil at 848 soft resets. Super quick hunts. Man, that's amazing. I am very happy for you. Those are some pretty cool Pokemon to get that early too, because I don't know, I have a hard time soft resetting for starters. That just does not sound fun to me, just starting up the game over and over again. Gary says, did he already mention getting the Oval Charm when he beat Leon? I just referred to look up a how-to, honestly. It should be pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure it's something like you just complete the game and go to the Snow City or something in the hotel somewhere. Where do you live, where do you live, Norway? Yeah, I'm from Norway. This is dumb, but how do you see your Pokemon's gender? That's a good question. No dumb question. I'm here to answer everything I can. Again, I'm sorry about the Alolan forms. I really do have to up my game there. This live stream is kind of test the waters. I do know a lot of breeding, but that part, those nuances, I have no idea. And Aegis X here can help us. All right, so essentially you can see right next to the Rockruff, there is a blue icon. That is a male icon. If you see the red icon right here, that means that it is a female. And if you go to Ditto, it has no icon. This is a genderless Ditto. And so no dumb questions. Thank you so much for answering. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop them in the live chat. That is why we're here, enjoying Pokemon together and learning some breeding. Go Norway! Hey! Yeah, Norway would be awesome. I wish Pokemon was not limited to Nintendo, to be honest. I mean, it's their IP. They created it and they own it. Mini Team says, you need to fill out all the Pokedexes and all for legendary. Magearna included. I know. I mean, so essentially 2020 has been a fun year for me. I started researching the whole thing that went down this year. the 24th of January. I was pretty loud about it, starting early February. Really tried to warn my family and friends and everything, and try to put in an effort to really understand what's going on. Took a lot of time and effort, a lot of, I don't know, what would you call that, backlash and people not being happy about it, and it was draining. People were going through their adjustment periods and all those 6 stages or whatever, and so that went on, what would you call that? It went on the expense of my studies, so I ended up failing 3 of my 4 classes in the spring semester, and then when I got my grades in midsummer, I was like, man, I can't keep this up, and so I really have to double down and really understand what I'm doing wrong, and really have to up my game. So I literally spent all of July putting together a proper study format for me. Like, I learned how to plan my time better, make schedules, and really stick to it, and you know, try to be on top of it. And so I played a little bit of the Art of Armor as it came out and made videos. And then I got the news that I failed all my classes, and I was like devastated for a bit. And then the new semester started in early August, and I was done last Monday. And so I haven't had much time to really enjoy Pokemon that much, outside of trying to provide as many how-to videos and helpful guides as I can. Also, here's the surprise for you. If any of the Pokemon that I hatched today are shiny, if you have your game available and are able to trade with me by the end of the live stream, the first one who comments shiny in the live chat will get the shiny Rockruff. That's the plan. I'm actually just looking to breed a whole bunch of perfect Rockruff. I was initially gonna breed a shiny Rockruff to give away in my old Discord server. I gave that away. And so this time I'm changing up the format. I'm giving away all the shiny Pokemon that I hatched during live streams. And so if you see a shiny Pokemon on the screen, put shiny in the live chat. And yeah, what happens then is you have to be the one to post a live code. And yeah, I'll try to get connected to you, you know, but we'll get to that later. Okay. Epic Gamer, hey, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Just listen to music and watch streams. It's what I do. Hey, that's awesome. Remember my Pikachus from yesterday? Yes, Gary, those were hilarious. Let's see here. Leonardo says, I'm kind of new to Pokemon and know the basic battling, but I have no idea on abilities or natures. And something I want to know is, how can you get hidden abilities? Do you get it randomly? That's a great question, Leonardo. And honestly, I understand you're not alone. There are a lot of players who are new to Pokemon, or even who have played for many years, who don't know of these deeper mechanics within the game that really makes it spicy and interesting, with the math and everything. I'm in the works of creating a bigger playlist called Nirth Explains Pokemon. You can find it on my channel homepage. I have 6 videos planned for part 1. The first, I go over levels. There's actually a lot more to Pokemon levels than people realize, and so even though it's kind of a not so interesting title and not so interesting thumbnail, I know, but it's definitely worth a watch. And I just go through every step of the way that I think is necessary to really get under, really get Pokemon on a deep level. And so I really hope to create that playlist into something really useful. Like, if you think my how-to videos are useful, wait until I'm done with this playlist. I'm trying to put everything I know into an entire playlist of highly edited and scripted videos to just really try to up the knowledge level in the Pokemon community here on YouTube, because I do see that it's lacking, and that's no one's fault. I think it's just those mechanics are not very well explained in the games. They kind of exist, and it's up for us players to kind of figure that out and share that knowledge with each other. But yeah, so essentially I'm explaining Pokemon stats in the first 6 episodes. After that, I'll go over all the battle mechanics, like what are stab moves, same type attack bonus, things like that are pretty interesting. And then I'll go deep into breeding, explain everything that you need to know. And so those take a while to make. Man, I wish I wish I was doing this full time and was able to just put all of my wake hours that would reasonably be possible for me to put into work, into making those making those videos, and occasionally host live streams like these, make some how-tos, you know. Each one of those Pokemon Explained videos take about 30 hours, 20 to 30 hours, something like that, to make. It's a lot of editing, scripting, planning, researching, publishing, responding to comments. It's a lot of work, but I hope to get there at some point. It's just hang in there. If you have any specific questions, then you can always come to these live streams to get another piece of knowledge every time, you know. And then one alternative can be to become a YouTube member and join the Nirtheart Discord server. There are a lot of knowledgeable and passionate Pokemon players in there, and we're all enjoying Pokemon. There are a lot of people who are very proud of their collections, myself included, and so all of that knowledge that I've learned over the years, building that collection up over time, really is something that means a lot to me. So when I can get to explain to you how it works and how you can start too, like I'm in. And so that's a recommendation. I used to run a fairly big public free access Discord server that grew to about 20,000 members. It became too much for me to handle, especially with everything else that I have going on. I'm a student at a top school here in Norway. I'm attending the Norwegian School of Economics. So the curriculum there is pretty crazy big, but and I'm not so good at doing the study techniques and doing the study group things, and so trying to get through all of that on my own is kind of challenging. But and then I have the YouTubes, and you know, I don't have kids, but I do try to do a good job with my friends and family, and so it's just a lot. And then to try to run a public Discord server, 20,000 members. Yeah, so yeah, I'm sorry that there is an entry fee for the Nirtheart Discord server, but it's necessary for me to intentionally create a smaller group of people, so it's more fun for those who do come in and join and all that. All right, Killian says, Nirth, I have a serious breeding question. Why do I have such bad shiny luck? One reason may be that you, I don't know, this is a weird one for me, but I recommend you to say yes to all of the eggs and hatch all of the eggs that you get in sequence. I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. I personally am religiously doing that. Jack says, yay, today is the last day of school before winter break. Hey, I hope that you've had a good semester in school, and I really hope that you enjoy your winter break. I, for one, have had a blast a couple of days now with my winter break, and I'm looking forward to making more Pokemon videos and have more live streams and really enjoy Pokemon together with all of you. Carlo says, one offer for my Eternatus? No, thank you. I keep my trading and activity to the Nirtheart Discord server. I get too many trade requests, essentially. Can you explain how to get Pokeros? Alright, so I'm getting a lot of questions on topics that I have already put a lot of time and effort into making videos that are very compact and scripted for the most part, that really go into detail on these things. And so let's see if I can do this live. It's going to be a little awkward, but let me see if I can do this for you. I am going to show you the Pokemon Explained playlist because, like, literally, I have answered all of these questions in short, concise how-to videos, and it's all there for you. And let me see if I can find it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put it up on the screen for you so you can see what it looks like. No, actually, I'm gonna post the link to it in the live chat. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, I got it. You talked about Pokeros. I have a Pokeros guide that has 50,000 views, 750 likes, and 74 dislikes. That means that it should be pretty good, right? Alright, I'm gonna post the link to my Pokemon Explained playlist. Also, hey Martin, I saw you commented here. There are a lot of comments here, and naturally with these breeding live streams, it's a lot more detailed questions to respond to, and so it's a little hard for me today to get to all of the questions, but I'm trying to do my best. Hey Amy, this live stream got recommended to me, just dropping by to say hi. That's amazing. Are you new to the channel? If so, I would love to hear what kind of videos you are into. Maybe there's something I am already doing that I could introduce you to. Or maybe there's something that I'm not doing that you'd like to see that I could really try to create here on the channel. Max says, one question. I am new to Nintendo and Pokemon Sword and Shield, but do you need Nintendo Online to trade? That is a great question. So how this works is that when you press YCOM, you open the communications feature. If you are in the same room as someone else, you can essentially just press these buttons here and play with the other player. However, if you want to play online, you have to press plus to connect to the internet, like this. And in order to do that, I'm pretty sure you have to have a Nintendo Switch Online subscription. At the very least, when you try to trade, etc., it won't allow you to because you don't have the online subscription. And so, yeah, that's how it works. How do you get own Tempo Rockruff? I got a question earlier on how to get hidden abilities. Essentially, hidden abilities are abilities that typically require some special feature in the game in order to get, and so you cannot find hidden abilities in wild encounters. Here in Sword and Shield, to my knowledge, how you get most hidden abilities are through special raid battles, and so there are certain Pokemon that can appear in certain locations with certain conditions and odds that may have the hidden ability, and so they have special breeding mechanics, and typically they also are a lot better for the Pokemon in competitive usage. When it comes to Own Tempo, that is not a regular ability. It's not even a hidden ability. It's a special ability. Essentially how the game treats a special ability is that it kind of looks at Rockruff with Own Tempo as a completely different species. If you have an Own Tempo Rockruff or a Dusk form Lycanroc, there is a set relationship there. You can only get Own Tempo Rockruff when you breed with an Own Tempo Rockruff, and if you breed with a Dusk form Lycanroc, you'll also get Own Tempo Rockruff only. You cannot breed a Dusk form Lycanroc and get a Rockruff that you can evolve into the other Dusk form or the other Lycanroc forms. It's a special ability. It has some breeding quirks, but it's just how it is. Hey, another perfect one. Love it. Alright, so just repeat this as I said earlier. If you just came to the live stream and are new to these live streams, a thing that I've started as of today, if you see a shiny on screen when I'm playing, shout out shiny in the chat, and I will choose the first one who comments shiny, and I'll trade the Pokemon to you if you're available. You have to have your game ready, and you have to have Nintendo Switch Online, and then you post your trainer name and a code that I can search and get connected with. Alright, Aegisdex says, looks like I can hatch a shiny Tentacool out of the blue. Hey, congrats on that. Like it. Just went into a yellow legendary wormhole. I'm so excited. That's awesome, mini team. I hope that you get some good Pokemon. Yeah, right. So there's one specific den in the Isle of Armor as Gund Gaming Brawl Stars is saying, where you can find both Dusk form Lycanroc and the Own Tempo Rockruff. And so that's how it works. You can also trade for it. When I used to run the NPC HQ, I used to just send a lot of people over there and really encourage all of the members in the server to breed up a bunch of Own Tempo Rockruff to trade. But now that I am a part of that Discord server anymore, gave it away as I said, I can't really do that. Hate to do this, but you can't always join the NPC. No, the Nirtheart Discord server. That was an old loop. You can always join the Nirtheart Discord server. There's an invite link in the video description. Someone may be able to help you there. Hey, Lord Major Cone. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. You have to say it when he hatches a shiny, guys. Yeah, right. You have to be the first one. It has to be a shiny on the screen. And if you spam it before there's a shiny, you get disqualified. That was a good test run, though. Yeah, so you kind of have to be on your toes. I've calculated that it's something like a 1% chance every time I hatch a loop here. Because if it's 1 in 500 eggs, then essentially when I hatch 5 eggs in a row, there's a 1% chance of finding or hatching a Rockruff every time. Amy says, to answer your question from earlier, I'm really into Pokemon and also into Norway, currently learning the language, so I think that's why your live stream got recommended to me by YouTube. God jul! That's awesome. I'm super curious to hear why it is that you want to learn Norwegian. That's actually how I met my girlfriend. She was trying to learn Norwegian, and then we got connected in... if you know of the channel Norwegian Teacher Karen, we met in the comments of one of her grammar videos. We have this sound in Norwegian called sh and h. It's like S, K, J, and KJ. There is a thing there with old people and young people. Old people have a pronounced difference between those two, and typically young people don't. And so I had a little bit of a discussion with my parents, and they were like, what are you doing, boy? You're like mispronouncing things left and right. And I'm like, no, I don't care. And so I looked up a video, and then honestly, I just thought it was so funny that she was explaining how to Norwegian. And yeah, so then I commented on a random video, and yeah, got connected. Let's see here. That's awesome though. You're into Pokemon in Norway? This should be the channel for you. I mean, I don't know of anyone else who's playing Pokemon on YouTube who is in Norway. Like, if you know of anyone who's doing that, hook me up, because it's pretty what would you call that? Lonely here in Norway. YouTube is not a big thing in terms of being a YouTuber. Like, for the most part, in my opinion, based on what I've gathered from experience and what I've come across, it's typically very corny, humor, weird channels, like reality kind of shows, which is kind of awkward, or people who have like a relationship channel and doing like challenges, or it's like world famous artists. So I don't know, I don't remember the names. Aurora is one. I just know we got a bunch. Now that I wanted to list them all, I can't remember, but... Carlos says, Nirth won a Pokemon battle. You should come back to the I Battle You live streams. I had a couple of those in the past days, and there may be a couple of those live streams coming up in the next week. But today I decided to change it up and answer some breeding questions. Rex asks, can you breed 2 no-gender fossil Pokemon? Honestly, that is something that I got so confused by. I'm pretty sure you can breed a fossil Pokemon with a Ditto, but 2 Pokemon that are genderless cannot breed. Aegistex says, if the gender is unknown, then it has to be a Ditto. Right, okay. Is there some game where you cannot breed fossils? I feel like there is something I tried to do at some point and I just couldn't get it to work. And so there's some old question there that I have to dig out. But the Galar fossils cannot breed. Right, okay. I thought it was just generally across all fossils, but that makes sense though. Okay, so previous fossils. See? Here with the nuance, there were so many things. Literally, we could probably make a 10,000 unique questions about Pokemon. Just make like a massive quiz and just like show the wide thing of like how many different things and details and whatnot there is to learn. Amy says, that's super funny to hear about the pronunciation differences between older and young people. Really cool to meet your girlfriend that way. Yeah, sure was. I'm Dutch and a linguistics major, so I'm into languages in general. Norwegian is super similar to Dutch, so that's why I wanted to learn it. I've already visited Trondheim and Oslo a couple of times. I live in Bergen, and so, you know, that's the next city you should check out. A little biased, but that's a great city to come to. Like, there are a lot of great locations, such as Bryggen and the mountains, and you can easily jump on a boat and see the fjords. All fossils can be bred except for the Galarian forms. Do you have the oval charm? Yes, I do. It's very useful when wanting to hatch a bunch of eggs. Martin says, I've never thought of this, but can you trade via Pokemon Home and then trade it up to your own game without having a Nintendo Switch Online? So with any feature such as Pokemon Home, Pokemon Bank, Transporter, you're not trading, you are transferring, and there's a big difference there when in terms of evolutions, and so you have to trade it with another player for it to evolve. If you transfer a Pokemon, nothing will happen. So the answer to that question is no. Brandon, hey, welcome to the live stream. I went to Bergen a few years ago. Beautiful place. That's amazing. Love the city. I'll put Bergen on the list. Sure should. Maybe not now. These days with the lockdowns, kind of not fun here, but in normal times it's pretty good. Back to the languages though. I'm pretty fascinated by languages as well. I was not good in English just 10 years ago. 7th grade, I was so bad in English. It was really bad. Essentially, starting in 1st grade, we were supposed to learn English, but our teacher that had most of our courses back then, she postponed it because there were so many of us in the class that were struggling with Norwegian as a whole. And so she was like, okay, so you're struggling in Norwegian, and then you're gonna like learn a new language. And so she postponed it, and the point was they're gonna learn in 5th grade. Well, I changed class in 5th grade. What happens? Come to a new school and they had English. It was 1st grade. My English was not good, and so I struggled up until 7th grade, and then it was so bad. I hated English. It was the worst thing in my life. I hated it over everything. And at some point I realized I hate it so much I just need to get good at it so I can just put it out of my, like, take it off my shoulders. I did the whole grind of like trying to pronounce things, learn new words, read books, do good in English class, and then finally after many years I mastered the language, and you know, it introduced me to a lot of culture differences between various parts of the world. It's very interesting. Really get a good perspective of what Norway is on a global scene, for example. And having mastered English in such a way, from being so poor at it, I was very set on that someday I want to learn a new language. I had French in middle school and in high school. I didn't like the setup. The way school wants to teach languages just killed off all motivation. But after that I decided I want to learn a new language at some point. When I started college, I started taking Japanese classes. I know this is a rather long story. It's a breeding live stream, but I just thought it was really interesting to share that. Yeah, languages are fun. Get to learn about new cultures and really just get a good perspective of things. So I did 25% Japanese, or essentially 25% of my courses for 2 years was Japanese. So I'm not a pro. I don't know a whole lot, but I know what kanji is, and I know about 100 of them. I can read hiragana and katakana quite fluently and say some basic sentences. That's essentially what I remember. Hey, Mike Harris says, I live in Vadsø. That's awesome. Honestly, I am unsure if that would be... Yeah, it has to be I'm not even gonna guess. You would have to give me some more details. I've never heard of Vodsa, to be honest. That's probably a little offensive, but you know, I grew up in a small town in the fjords, and I moved to the city when I was about 10, and then I kind of just have been, you know, stuck in Bergen for a while. Aegis Deck says the hidden ability starters can be obtained via home as a gift for placing a Galar Pokemon in your Pokemon home box. That's pretty good. Do you know if that's the case, even if you just get the free version of Pokemon Home as well? Amy says, hi, I get it. Your English is good now though, so you got there in the end. I liked learning English, but I hated learning French and German. I can understand that. It very much just depends on the usage as well. I mean, for me anyway, I get in contact with English every day. Being on the internet, I did not get in contact with anything whatsoever. Learning French. I was pretty motivated to learn French when I started. It was just the whole setup there. It was not for me. I had a French friend at the time, but yeah, it just didn't work. Chaos, hey, welcome to the live stream. Good to have you here. In this live stream, I decided to test the waters in terms of breeding live streams. I am currently trying to breed a shiny Rockruff. I decided to change up the format today from the viewer battles the past couple of days. And so my personal goal here is to just breed a bunch of perfect Rockruff. And I keep my trading activity to the Nirtheart Discord server. You can find an invite link to that server in the video description. However, be aware that there is an entry fee. You can click on the invite link without it costing money. But if you want full access to all the chats, you have to read the instructions. But essentially, there is a giveaway happening here. I love breeding, and I thought of a way that I can make this live stream and this format more engaging. And so I'm thinking that every shiny Pokemon that I get on the live stream, or in the live streams, I'll give them away. Post shiny in the live chat if you see a shiny on the screen, and then the first person, I'll honor the shiny. If you have the Nintendo Switch ready, you have a Nintendo Switch online, and you post your trainer name and a code for me to connect to. And so it's a little treat for hanging out with me and some Pokemon fun. So I hope you're enjoying your day. And yeah, if you have any breeding questions, feel free to post those in the live chat. There are some nuances of Pokemon Sword and Shield that I'm not completely up to date with, specifically the Alolan forms. I was hoping that a moderator such as Aegis Dex would be around because he knows everything. I've been out of the loop this year, as I explained earlier in the live stream. Bunch of studies, but yeah, for sure in the next couple of weeks I'm really gonna get to know absolutely everything with certainty and can answer absolutely everything on a fly. But yeah, Nirth just renamed his boxes. Let's see here. Wait, how do you get a field box? Alright, this is a great video topic that I have to go over at some point. It will be part of the breeding guides. Alright, so the way that I can go quickly over this may help you. I wish there was a bigger series on YouTube where fellow people who play Pokemon would go over their box system, because there are so many small details to catch up and pick up on and really improve your game. And organizing what? This is 32 by 30. 960 Pokemon is a lot of Pokemon to organize. And so really setting up an efficient box system is key. Alright, so the first box that I have here is Pokemon Sword. This box is so useful, you wouldn't believe it. But essentially, if I want Pokemon to give away, I place it in this box. If I'm opening Pokemon Home and I want to just quickly move something in between Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Home, I drop the Pokemon in here, and then I open my game and place them elsewhere, unless there is some bigger change. The next box that I have is Adventure. If you want to change these, you simply click on it, change nature, and then you type it in. The adventure box is all the Pokemon that are useful for something. Necrozma is just a strong Pokemon. I like Zacian. Urshifu was the story thing. Silvally is great when doing raids. Meowth has, or Gigantamax Meowth rather, has a very good move to use in the Pokemon League, which gives you a bunch of money. All of these, Linoon has the ability Pick Up, and if you have these in your party and do wild encounters, every 2 Pokemon that you knock out or something like that will give you a chance for these Pokemon to just randomly pick up items like rare candies and things like that. Those are a little bit rare, but you know, there are a lot of items you can pick up with these. Mewtwo is a strong Pokemon. Rillaboom has Taunt and False Swipe, which is great for capturing. This is actually a competitive Pokemon, but I've been using it for my Crown Tundra guides. Aegislash is a Ghost type with False Swipe, which is great for capturing Pokemon, and Togekiss is my favorite Pokemon, also a strong Pokemon to do in raids. Gastrodon has Sticky Hold as its ability. If you put this Pokemon in the first spot of your party, you'll be much more likely to encounter water type Pokemon wherever you are. Essentially, let's say, well, I can actually just continue on here. So Sticky Hold is the ability for increasing the encounter rate of water type Pokemon. Harvest is the ability that will increase the likelihood of grass type Pokemon. Flash Fire, fire types, and Static is for electric types. And then also you have Magnet Pull for steel types. How this works is that, let's say you are in Route 4 and you're looking for Ferroseed. I'm actually going to make a video on this soon. Ferroseed has a 1% chance of being found in Route 4. However, if you drop Magnezone just like this, just drop in the first spot in your party, and you run around in those patches, the hidden patches, you all of a sudden have a 50% chance of finding Ferroseed. It's an insane increase. Essentially, it just cuts the encounter table in half and makes all Pokemon of the given type either steel, electric, water, grass, and fire just much more likely to appear. And so the adventure box is essentially just Pokemon that help me do things. Storm Drain, I'm pretty sure that does the thing. I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, right, sorry. I actually mixed this up. I'm very sorry. I mixed these up. Okay, it is Storm Drain. Yes, obviously. What am I doing? All of these 5 are here for a reason. They're all gathered. It is not Sticky Hold. I'm going to get back to that. Storm Drain is the water type Pokemon ability that will increase the likelihood of water type Pokemon. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Sorry about that. Sticky Hold is for chain fishing. And then Damp is, if you put this Pokemon in the first spot in your party, then it will prevent a Pokemon from using Explode, which is kind of unfortunate if you encounter like a shiny Golem or something. Or a Graveler. Alright, next box. Daniel, my favorite Pokemon. This can be Corviknight. That is just a very cute and nice bird. My event Blaziken from Pokemon X and Y. My playthrough Sceptile. The event Rockruff. Another event Porygon. Dragonair and a Beast Ball. And event Meowth. Just Pokemon that I like having around. I have a shiny box here. Some events. Some shiny Pokemon I caught. Things like that. This was actually a Zubat in Pokemon Moon. And so it came up to Sword and Shield. And these Pokemon are also shiny. However, I'm not going to hatch them here because then you could just post shiny in the chat and take them. So I'm not going to do that. Here I got 4 boxes of version exclusive Pokemon. This is a work in progress. I've not completely finished these boxes of all the Pokemon that I need. Essentially how this works is that I have, let me see, X. There we go. I've sorted all the version exclusive Pokemon so that the Pokemon to the very left here is the perfect Pokemon. It is not necessarily perfect, but it's the best Pokemon I have at this point in time. And I'm working on just making it into the perfect reject, and so these two are ready for trade being given away to someone that I may help out in the Nirtheart Discord server. Same pattern here. The Pokemon to the very left holding an Everstone is the best Pokemon, and the Pokemon that I won't give away, I can just use this to breed more. So I always have two readily available. And then that's Pokemon Sword. I don't know where my Zacian and Zamazenta is. I wonder if they are my Pokedex and Pokemon Home, my Living Dex, and then I got the same system for Pokemon Shield. Alright, so that was the top row of my boxes. I don't know if that was very interesting, but I'm going to go through it all. Tokyo Gal, hey, welcome to the live stream. Martin says, how can you know the eggs are shiny? Oh, essentially what I do is that when I breed offline on my own, I save every time when I put in a new batch. So you know that I batch hatch my eggs of 5 at a time, and then I save before, like after I put in new eggs, I save, and then if I hatch a shiny, I just turn off my game and then take out the egg that was shiny, and so they are just sitting here. Alright, next row. I got Pokemon Nursery. This is a box for perfect Pokemon. They may have various egg moves, perfect ability, nature, cool Pokeball. They're just pristine Pokemon that I can draw out whenever I want to just pump out. Pokemon Nursery goes brr, just perfect Pokemon. That's the way to go. Hey, thank you so much for dropping by, Amy. Hope you'll subscribe and come back someday. It would be fun to chat some more. Alright, then I got a box of legendary Pokemon. I don't really know what to do with this. I'm going to work on getting all the legendaries for battle. That'd be a lot of fun. And then I got a box of mythical Pokemon here. Then I got box 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are my random boxes. If I catch a Pokemon that I don't really know where to put, I put it in here. And yeah, it's just, this is kind of my free spot where I just put whatever. And so these 5 boxes here are readily available. Alright, down here I got a synchronized box. All of these Muna have different natures, and they have the ability to synchronize. If you put this Muna in the first spot of your party, then all the wild Pokemon that you encounter will have the same ability. It's pretty useful. Not only that, but all of my Muna are organized by nature, and so it is essentially a nature table that you're looking at here. The top row all has plus attack, which means that attack is strengthened. You can see that attack is red, and then speed is blue, special defense is blue, special attack is blue, defense is blue, and then this is essentially the neutral nature that I don't want, so there's no Muna here. Downwards, it is a new stat. So we got HP, attack, no, what am I saying? HP, nature, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. And then you see minus attack, minus defense, minus special attack, minus special defense, and then this is actually a neutral nature. So there we go. All of the Munas, very useful, especially when I'm going to start up a new series. I don't know if there will be many episodes of it, but I'm going to experiment with a fun format, and so having all the Munas is going to be really helpful. Got the same. I got the same exact setup here with the Dittos, except you can see that my nature table here is not fully complete. I need to work on that, but as of now, I don't have all the Dittos. Hey, you found a shiny Medicham? Congratulations, Mini Team. I'm very happy for you. Very glad you caught it. Alright, so that was my synchronized box and my Ditto box. And I got field 1, 2, 3. And then it is ready. So I got 3 fields here for Pokemon. What you can do is to do field 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and something like that. And then put ready, EVs, level down here. Like that. You can make a separate box for eggs. That works, but I've recently restrained myself to 3 boxes. That means that I have to be a little bit on top of it and not make my boxes completely messy. So I'll just put eggs in here and you know, have one breeding project at a time. We'll see how that goes. But the reason for this cramped field, typically I'll have 5 fields or 5 field boxes and 2 boxes for eggs that just say blank eggs. But yeah, I really am focused on competitive battling, and so breeding is not the main setup because there's so many ways you can organize the boxes and optimize various things. This setup specifically is optimized for being able to help fellow players in the Nirtheart Discord server very easily with version exclusives, to have a big empty space here for random Pokemon as I make how-to videos, to have some fun Pokemon that I can put on my team if it makes sense for competitive battling. And then the little cramped field here, you know, it works. And then essentially when I have bred perfect Pokemon, I put them in here. If I want to train them up, I may actually paste them in here in these boxes too. But the Pokemon that are perfect bred and that I want to train up, they are all in these boxes. Or if I receive gift Pokemon from fellow members in the Nirtheart Discord server, then they typically go in here too. Once I start EV training, I move them over here. And then when I'm done EV training, then it is only left to level up and evolve and naturally assign moves and give items. But at that point, you know, I'm pretty much there. And so I do give them items. And then at the very last here, I know this was rather lengthy, but this is a lot of detail. Like, I don't know of any other video talking about their box system. I would love to see that video because I love getting more inspiration. This row is fairly new. Typically, I just do Battle Ready 1, Battle Ready 2, and so on. Have like 4 or 5 boxes and then teams at the end. But here I have physical attackers, special attackers, setup Pokemon, sweeper Pokemon, tank Pokemon, support, and combo. Combo is, for example, if you have a Tyranitar and a Dugtrio. Then if it's not a team, then I just put them together here because then I know that's what's going on. And so that is pretty much a complete breakdown on how I organize my boxes. Rather lengthy. I didn't talk much in the chat here, but I hope it was helpful. Leonardo says, "Hey Nirth, what are some good evolutions? I love Espeon. It has the hidden ability Magic Bounce, and so your opposing Pokemon can't use status moves on you. They'll just get bounced back, and so it's pretty hilarious. Let's say someone tries to do Thunder Wave on you, you just bounce it back, and they get paralyzed. It's pretty funny. I'm trying to get better at knowing Pokemon. That's amazing. I would highly recommend you to check out my Nirth Explains Pokemon playlist. There may be some videos there that can teach you some new things about Pokemon that you may not know already, and so it's a lot of fun. Body, hey, welcome back. Why don't you play other games too? I would like you to play Pixelmon. Alright, so I know I get this question from time to time, but I am personally all about the... Pixelmon is that Minecraft thing, right? I am all in on official games. Whatever's not officially published by Nintendo, I won't touch. I buy hardware to Livestream. This is not an emulator. I'm completely against those two. Same with ROM hacks and everything. I believe you should save up for the consoles and buy the games, because if not, there's no incentive for people to make great video games like this. It's food. Hey. I actually don't care if it's good or not. It's not officially published by Nintendo, who partially owns Pokemon, and so I'm not into it. I'm not gonna endorse it. Corky, it's like a video. Yo, you've been shiny hunting for shiny Wooloo? I wish you the best of luck. I have a friend, Sammy Samsters. She had an awful time shiny hunting Wooloo, so I hope you're getting a better luck with it than she. Aegis says, Sylveon is bae. Need to hatch my shiny Sylveon in a love ball yet. Oh, that's the perfect combo. Aegistex says, Nirth, since I'm absolutely broke, so I can't become a YouTube member, I have to ask you a favor. When you select the box to edit, it is the change wallpaper option. Yeah, that works. He has Flame Body, which does the same thing. Nirth, I can offer 0 aura. I don't have Discord, by the way. That's kind of few to offer. I do restrict my activity, though, to the Nirtheart Discord server. Yeah, see, typically now I am getting out of space, and so this is a perfect time when I would just use that space number 5. And yeah, typically what happens with these live streams is that I burn through my eggs way too fast because I'm not able to close that loop and get all the eggs that I need at the time that I do need them. And so that's a consequence of that. Typically when I breed though, I'll have some spare eggs from past projects that I can just stuff in there to, you know, have some egg hatching going, but it's just what happens with live streams like these. Josh says, Nirth, how much do you love Pokemon? Pokemon is a staple in my life. I know people have opinions about what Pokemon is doing in Sword and Shield, and if there's like some macro trend of things getting easier or whatnot, and whatever they're doing. I for one, am having a lot of fun with these games. There are things that I think could be better and different and all that, but at the end of the day, I'm having a lot of fun with these games. In my opinion, Pokemon are fun games. Don't take me wrong, but I feel at the end of the day, the community when it comes to Pokemon is really what makes or breaks these games. Like, Pokemon can truly shine if you have a group of players who are really passionate about the games, who come together to build up collections and really enjoy the experience together. And so, I mean, I just have to say I really like the games. Another thing to mention there is just, you know, we all have our lives, and for me, Pokemon has been the one thing that's been there my whole life. It's always been that one consistent thing I can always rely on. I can always sit back and relax and play my Pokemon games. No matter what's happening in the world, I can always have fun, work with my collections, learn some new math with in-game detailed mechanics. I know on the surface level, Pokemon is a friendly franchise that very much suits children, but it really much is a franchise that suits all ages. When you look into deeper things such as the competitive battles, it really much is a flavored chess game. And there are a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of knowledge. There's predictions involved, like high-level thinking. Like, what is the other player gonna do if I do this? I have these Pokemon, things like that. There's some psychology going on there, and so with the fact that you can have a multi-generational hobby like this, it's kind of fantastic. It just captures childhood, community, creativity, imagination all in one. And so yeah, Pokemon is amazing. What's your favorite food? I love me some burritos. Actually, there are some quesadilla that my girlfriend has been making recently. Those just beat everything. Do you have the oval charm? Yes, I do. I'm going to show it to you so you can take a look at it, because I think you've asked this twice, and I have answered. All right, oval charm. Here we go. An oval charm is said to increase the chance of Pokemon being found at the nursery. Pretty sure you get this from just completing the game and then heading to the Snow City into the hotel somewhere. Hey, what's up, Bibu? Welcome to the live stream. Great to have you here. Hope you're having a great day. I'm testing the waters today with a new format here with just, or well, I did this in the summer, but the title says ask your breeding questions here. So if you have any questions on breeding, I'll try my best to answer. If not, someone like Aegistex may be able to help you in. And so, yeah. I was asked about Alolan forms. That's maybe the one thing I don't know. I do have to really up my game there and learn that until next time. I have an idea of where to explore, but I'm such a visual thinker that even when Final explained it to me in detail the other day, I just have to play around with it myself to really understand what's going on. Martin says, have you tried Pokemon Go PvP? I think you would like it. Actually, I have not. I do not have a friend group to play Pokemon Go with, and so it's kind of not so interesting to me, honestly. I much prefer the console games, and I do not know what's going on with the statistics here. There's something very odd. Like, at times it says 0, at other times it says 35, but yeah, let's not look at that. Mystic, hey, welcome to the live stream. Javier, welcome back. I remember seeing you from yesterday. Landon, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Yeah, you were here as well. Hunter Simons, welcome. Spirit Hackle, hey, what's up? Great to have you all here. School? I just finished exams today. That's awesome. Does that mean you have winter break now? It's pretty hype if so. Hey, I want to shiny hunt in Gen 5. What is the fastest way to hatch eggs in them? Ooh, actually, I started breeding in Gen 6. I would look up if Flame Body does anything. And then I don't think the Oval Charm was a thing back then. And then I think you just have to really figure out how to, you know, batch maybe some eggs, like a whole box, find a specific route, because I don't know if there's like a good route right by the Pokemon nursery where you can breed, but I don't know. I'm not very well versed on Gen 5. Gen 6, Gen 7, and Gen 8 I'm pretty good in. Makeru says, hey, I want to shiny hunt in Gen 5. Yeah. Oof. However, there may be someone in the live stream who can help you with breeding in Gen 5. Aegis Dex says, yeah, I heard my siblings were to do exams at home. Oof, that's been my life the past couple of weeks. Ooh, however, if you want to breed a shiny in Gen 5, it is possible to get a you can go out your way, get a different region console. If you live in Europe, this will be much easier, because then you can essentially get Pokemon Diamond, no, what am I saying? Pokemon White in German or something like that, and then you can use the Masuda method that way. Aegis Dex says, I'm almost done with my 2 weeks of quarantine though. Yeah, life be like that this year. What? Not fair, Cone. We had like 9 inches today. Lord Major Cone says, we got a few flakes, maybe an inch of snow in places where I'm at the moment. Whoa. That's crazy though with what's going on with the snow in Canada. Alright, so yet again, if you have any questions when it comes to breeding, you can post those in the live chat, and me and my trusted moderators will try our best to help you out. In addition, there is a special giveaway here on the channel. One that is completely legit. I am all for playing the games properly. I caught these Pokemon myself. I caught the Ditto myself. I got the event Rockruff for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It couldn't be more proper. If you see me hatching a shiny Pokemon on the screen, put shiny in the chat and I will honor the loyalty and dedication that you have by coming to the live stream. Every time that I hatch Pokemon here, I hatch Pokemon in batches of 5, and I think my odds are something like 1 in 500, which means it should be about 1% chance every time I hatch eggs that there will be a shiny, and so you never know. Maybe you'll walk away from the live stream with a shiny Pokemon with the OT Nirth. How cool is that? Bibu says snow in Texas is not really a thing. That's funny. Martin says, have you ever considered, yes, I know you're very busy, to make where to find videos on older games like Gen 4 and 5? I would love to. I would absolutely love to do that. However, while I do like making how-tos and it's one of my favorite activities, I kind of have to balance a little bit in terms of what I do with my time, because I am aiming to be able to do this in a bigger scale at some point, and making how-to videos for the newer games where there's a bigger player base is a better way to me, it's a better way for me to, you know, build an audience and bring as much value as I can accumulatively across all the people who can find my videos and search and so on. But yeah, I would love to go back into Pokemon Soul Silver and all that. Leonardo says, here in Georgia, the only snow you'll find will not even count as snow unless it's special, and will snow then turn to water the next day. Whoa, that's pretty funny though. We kind of have that weather here in Bergen as well. It's right by the coast, and so the temperature is pretty much around 0 Celsius and 32 Fahrenheit, so it's not really snowing, it's not really doing any of that. It's just a mess on the ground when it comes down. Also, I have a hard exit at 9 p.m. Norwegian time, which is in 16 minutes. And so if you have any burning, you can hear my voice is going too. Sorry about that. If you have any burning breeding questions, you can put those in the live chat and we can really have a good discussion going. I can't French for my life. I'm in your boat, Aegis. Lord says, the French part of Canada and I don't really get along. I remember how to ask for someone, how someone is, and that's about it. Man, I don't remember either. It's something like informally. Imagine this being the shiny. I'm trying to pronounce French. Que il s'était vous? Nah, shit. Oh. Sorry, you know what? No French. Part of my French. That word is a more casual word in Norwegian. Alright, Sylvian says, do people still play Pokemon Sun and Moon? I'm pretty sure. That's at least what my... that's at least what my statistics say in YouTube. More people are playing Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon though. There are, what, about twice as many people watching my Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon videos than there are people watching my Let's Go videos, believe it or not. Poke Araf says, yeah, Nirth. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Comment vas-tu? Sorry, I have to take my alarm. Can you do Pokemon Nuzlocke? I tried doing a Pokemon Black 2 Nuzlocke, and honestly, the experience after trying to do 13 episodes of that was, I am too distractible. I cannot do it for the life of me. I don't have the patience to grind, and I also am not so good in battling, so I kind of just mess myself up. Capo Joe says, I still play Pokemon Ultra Sun, hatching eggs right now. Hey, the breeding squad. I also love Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I actually got a new 2DS XL this year to play more Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I have a Beast Ball Living Dex mission going on there, and so that's fun. I'm trying to get all the Pokemon in Alola that can be caught with a Beast Ball, and so that's where I'm at. Stormwalker says, currently hunting shiny Poipole in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. 4,500 soft resets and counting. That's insane, Stormwalker. I wish you good luck. Are you doing full odds shiny hunting, or how does that work? Is it the case that the shiny charm helps you, or is it 1 in 8,000? Sounds like a lot of soft resets. Corky says, I live in Galway, which is in Ireland. Hey, fellow European. Poke Araf says, Nirth, I still play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I just caught a Kamao. It's awesome. Hope you're having a blast. It's a lot of soft resets for sure. Akatsuki, the Sergal. Hey, welcome to the live stream. We're glad to have you here. I typically do battle live streams here on the channel when I do live stream, but I'm trying to change up the format a little bit to test the waters with breeding live streams. I'm very surprised to see that 35 people currently watching. We touched 40. Haven't really been under 25 much, and so this is definitely something you can look forward to see more of. One little thing to notice or take note of is that if I find a shiny when I live stream, just type shiny in the chat and the first one will get it. I'm currently just breeding for competitive Rockruffs, and so that's the plan. Alright, let's fill up the team again with some more Pokemon to hatch. Battle Desire says, is it faster to get shiny by catching Pokemon or hatching eggs in Ultra Moon? I'm pretty sure that if you go the SOS route with a shiny charm, that you should be able to do it a lot faster. However, if you like breeding and, you know, can do some AFK circles on your D-pad with the Masuda method, I mean, that'll take not so long either. Mike Carew says, what is your favorite battle format? Alright, so it's not targeted towards you, but I'm just trying to explain it in a general sense here. I am all about the official Pokemon stuff, and honestly, in my opinion, I don't really like that whole sub-community of battle tiers of like, oh, these Pokemon are so strong, we have to like put them in a god tier. I am more of the type where I enjoy playing the official games. I don't like the emulators, the online simulators. I am all for official games, and so I play whatever the rules are in the Pokemon games and stick to that. Cup of Joe says, one hidden ability female makes the odds of getting a hidden ability egg 60%. Does this increase when including a male hidden ability of the same species? No. However, if I'm not mistaken, if you have the regular ability, female and male, that somehow boosts this to 80. Is that correct, Aegis? Those names are dumb. And the moves are broken. Zigzag Un. Zippy Zap. It's not the same though. I love the moves they added, like Zippy Zap and Splashy Splash and stuff. I am all for it too. You know, I feel you know what? I feel like that's the kind of filter I need to enjoy the games, because people who just decide I'm not gonna get the games because Pikachu knows a move called Zippy Zap, it's like a filter that like kicks out people who are not gonna enjoy them and just make a whole mess. So I, for one, really enjoyed Let's Go, and am just dreaming about a potential Let's Go Johto. Let's Go Terrakion. That'd be nice. Philip says, I'm gonna get my expansion pass for Isle of Armor on Christmas. With the expansion pass, you get access to the Crown Tundra as well. The way the expansion pass works is that you pay $30 to get the expansion pass for your game. So let's say you have Pokemon Sword, like me. I go into the eShop, pay $30 for the Pokemon Sword expansion pass, and you get access to both the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Sylvian says, I'm playing Pokemon Moon and Swampert has been my favorite Pokemon. How do I get Swampert in 2020? Or is it impossible? And sorry for asking this much. No problem, Sylveon. I have no idea how to get the specific items. My intuition says that probably across Pokemon Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, you can get all the Mega Stones somehow. Maybe in the battle tree, that would be my guess. But yeah. Can you put content in your channel similar to Small Ant where it takes a challenge and complete the game? I would like to see it. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what Small Ant is, but when it comes to challenges in Pokemon, I actually do have a format that I know some other creators have talked about but never done. It is kind of difficult to pull off, but honestly, I'm not afraid to try something new. And so it'll be happening maybe by the end of December, maybe early January. Very much depends on what happens on the back end. But I have a challenge set up that I think could be a lot of fun. And yeah. Oh, I just got the craziest idea. Thank you. You just like turned a light bulb in my head. You can get Swampert with Island Scan. Right, but I think the specific question here is how to Mega Evolve Swampert. Pretty sure you get the Mega Stone in the battle tree. Corky says, I'm just hunting Shiny Wooloo. That's awesome. I hope you get it sometime. Yo, Carlos. You'll be timed out for the time being. You can't just post Shiny. You have to see it. And we have the time here. And so if you spam Shiny before you see it, it doesn't work like that. I don't think it was a Shiny. So yeah, how it works is you have to see the Shiny. The Shiny has to appear on the screen. And then we have to see your count, because if not, everyone could just cheat. That's not fun. There's no challenge in that. So your comment has to be after. And if you keep spamming, then you'll be put on a timeout. Let's be a little strict here, because it has to be fun. If not, if it turns out that it will just be a mess to try to organize, then I don't know what to do. I have to just take away that. Can I donate? I say see donate, and I go like, okay, you're gonna do a super chat. I don't know what you mean by donate a Pokemon. You have to explain that. But if it involves trading, then I keep my activity to the Nirtheart Discord server. You have to be in the Discord to trade. You do not have to be in the Nirtheart Discord server to post Shiny whenever you see it on screen. Aegis Dex says, the real question is, would Nirth be building a double stream from scratch? Be a good stream. That was some weird wording, Aegis Dex. Yes, I do like doubles. I just haven't donating on the stream, that's what I meant. I mean, if you want to trade with someone, it's possible to just put up a code and see if anyone's interested, but I don't want to do any trading in the live streams. Unless I find a Shiny, that would be fun. Cup O Joe says, doubles teams are cool. Usually have really cool moves and such. Sounds interesting. Yeah, I would have to find a fun combo. Actually, I'm pretty fascinated by water teams. Especially now with the Dynamax and Gigantamax features, when you kind of just get a bunch of boosts, either speed boosts with the air type moves, or make it rain with the water type moves and so on. Leonardo says, hey Nirth, do you know where to find fossils in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? I do. You do Pokepelago. That's my recommendation. You can get all the Poke fossils in the Pokepelago in the Adventure feature. And so you just have to level up your Adventure Island to level 3 and then do a daily mission for rare treasure or something like that. Just try the various adventures, and then you'll get a bunch of fossils that way. Aegistex says, Nirth, not water teams, it's rain teams. Not necessarily. If I want a mono water type team, then that's a water type team. Mini Team says, talk to the old lady at the counter. Yeah, you can buy one at Olivia's shop, but I mean, you can get multiple in the Poképelago, so that's the way I would recommend you to do it. I actually have 2 guides on my channel for the fossils, so just look that up. Lip Fiber says, what's up, Nirth? I would have been here sooner, but I was in class. Hey, good job on being in the class and doing your duties. You can buy one of each. Yeah, that's how it works. Any tips for shiny hunting? I'm going to start hunting Gligar. Right, so I think that's what I'm going to end on. I'm going to hatch these eggs, and then I'm going to give you a quick rundown of my tips for hunting in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Paper Chan, hello Nirth. I'm here again. I have a question. Do you have any super tips about getting shiny Pokemon? I'll combine your question with it's Chills, and so that is what will be happening. Alright, I'll hatch the last couple eggs, then go over those questions. That'll be the last part of this live stream. I have a hard exit at 9, and so I need to get to it. Tristan Gaming, hey, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. We just had a pretty successful live stream, I would say, with 2 hours of breeding hype. I'm so happy a lot of you wanted to come by today and do some breeding. Also, sorry about my sore voice. It's been a long live stream. And yeah, and so essentially I'm going to answer that question about breeding. And the big screen here. Let's put up the big screen. Here we are. Alright, so the question is, if I have any questions to breed shiny Pokemon. You can scroll back in this live stream to the very beginning where I give a detailed like chunk on how to do everything. But my quick tips would be get the oval charm, use the Masuda method, batch hatch Pokemon eggs in 5, and so even if you have to put 6 Pokemon in your party to stack up on eggs in your box, do that. It's going to save you a lot of time. And also you have to get the shiny charm if you want maximum shiny odds. And then you also have to be aware of which Pokemon you put in the daycare if you want to get eggs as fast as possible. You have to put Pokemon of the same species in the daycare. Alright, Tristan says, how do you get Talonflame? You can find a fletchling. Ooh, I don't remember. There is a guide here on the channel. Just look it up. It is in the Isle of Armor, the DLC. This is major. Please answer. Wait, did you used to sell Pokemon cards at boot sales? I don't know what you're talking about. I am Daniel in Norway, so if it's somewhere else, then I have no idea. How do I get all forms of Rockruff? I have a video guide on how to get Dusk form Lycanroc, and I would just refer to that. Lord Major Cone says, sorry, had some errands to run. We at the end of the live stream. Yes, we are. It is 9 o'clock here, and so I wish you, everyone, a great day. Thank you so much for dropping by this live stream. There will be more breeding and battling live streams here on the channel, and so if you haven't already, you may subscribe. If you're watching the replay, you can always post some questions about breeding there, and I'll try to get back to you as best as I can. And then if you want to join a community of passionate Pokemon fans, you can click the link to the Nirtheart Discord server in the video description below. It does require an entry fee, and that entry fee consists of becoming a YouTube member. And so those are the last things I'd like to say in this broadcast, and you're very welcome to come back in the future. And so have a great day, and I'll see you around. Thank you for coming, Mini Team, Corky, Tristan Gaming, Martin, Lord Major Cone, Spud with a Z. It's Chills. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Amgad says, I just came from school and rushed to watch your live stream. I'm very sorry that you have school these days, but maybe you'll be able to catch one of the live streams during the Christmas break, or maybe in the weekend. But thank you so much for coming, though. I hope you had a good time at school, and I hope you get to catch another live stream in the future. Amgad. Alright, thank you so much for coming. I'll talk to you later. Ooh, yeah, my voice is completely gone. D-Crust Jr., thank you for coming.